Hello everybody, welcome back. Another AI video. In this one, we're in Relevance AI, and I got something cool to show you guys. I am going to show you how to create your own AI agents. With Relevance AI, we're going to look at their library of pre-built tools as well as their no-code builder. Yeah, it's pretty wild, guys. You can build your own custom LLM-powered automations and integrations, and it's easy to do. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so the first step, you want to go to relevanceai.com, links in the description below, and you'll notice here that you can try it for free and that no credit card is required. So it's try before you buy. It's very, very fair. I like the way they do it. Couple options, you can click on login if you have an account. If you don't, click on sign up, and then just sign in with one of the various methods. I signed in with my Gmail account, and now we're in the back end. And now we can start cooking. Let's go. All right, once you've logged in, you should see a screen that looks like this, if not exactly like this. I am under Workforce Agents. Now, before we go any deeper, I really want to point something out here in the sidebar. You'll see under Support, you're going to see Tutorials and Documentation. I point this out at the beginning because they have an incredible library of tutorials and extensive documentation. If you get stuck at any time and you're not sure what to do, or what the next step is, I highly recommend you take a look at their incredible support and documentation documents. They've got, 16, maybe 20 videos right here, including building along with them, like pretty wild stuff. And if you go to their documentation page, it's going to open up a new browser here or a new window. Look at this here. We've got the introduction, key concepts. They have some of the best documentation and support of any app I've seen on the internet. So there you go. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Let's go back in here. We're going back into agents. The next step is I'm going to click on tools. And watch this here. When I go up to the top right, going to click on new. This is going to open up their library, and they have an extensive library of pre-built integrations, pre-built tool templates, things that you can just sort of take off the shelf and work with. Now, we're going to go into a little bit of this later on, but a real quick overview here. You'll see it's got extract data from PDF, knowledge retrieval, scraping and summarizing websites. They've broken it down by topic. So if you want to look for marketing ones, you'll see real quickly here, improve your LinkedIn posts, property listing generator. If you're in the real estate side of things, comparing web pages, etc. Integrations is another big one here. If you want to integrate with built with domain, Elastic Cloud, Elasticsearch. I mean, so many different things here. It could take 100 videos to show you everything in detail, but it's there, guys. It's awesome. That said, let's go up to the top here and click on Create Tool, and let's go ahead and make our own tool from scratch. It's easy to do, and you're going to love it. All right, so like I said here, under Workforce, Tools, then we're going to click on Plus New, and then we're going to click on Create Tool. Now, before we go any further here, just quickly want to highlight top left here. You're going to see 3 tabs at the top of the menu here. There's Use, Build, and Logs. Real quickly, Use is where we run and interact with our tool. Build is where we create and configure our tool, which is where we're going next. And Logs is basically a record of how your tool is being used. We have not created any tools on this account yet, so only Use and Build are available to look at. But let's go ahead and click on Build. And now, well, let's start building. All right, so now that we're building, you'll see here knowledge, user inputs, and tool steps. Now, I'm going to talk about these very, very briefly. Keep in mind, again, if you want to dig in and learn more and customize, you can always go into their documentation, tutorials, or even click on this Learn More button. So let's start off with user inputs. User inputs basically specify the type of information that is received, processed, and transformed in the steps of your AI tool. What is going into the tool is in user inputs. All right, and to add inputs, well, you guessed it, click on Add Input. When we do that, you'll see a whole bunch of choices here. Text input, long text input, options drop down. If you've created forms using HTML and CSS, or maybe in WordPress or something like that, you'll see kind of some similarities here. But basically, like it says here, what information the user needs to provide to this tool. Now, the most popular ones, again, are text input. We got API key inputs, another popular one, file to URL. Let's just go ahead and file to text, actually, is another big one. Let's go ahead and just click on text input and then just run with that. Here you go. We'll see that we've added that, and now we can enter a title, and we've got the variables here, which we'll talk about later. But that is all there is to it, to user inputs. Let's go ahead now and quickly look at tool steps. All right, the next thing I want to look at is tool steps. Like it says, chain together LLM prompts, call APIs, and more. In a nutshell, these are the actions that your tool performs for your workflow. And to add it, you guessed it, click on Add Step. When you do that, you're going to see popular up at the top here, API requests, Google search. What is this? LLM requests. Look at all these different options here. These are just the popular ones, but there's tons more. If you go down a little further here, and we're gonna go into some of this in depth a little later on, but look at this AI generation. Look at this, 11 labs. I mean, holy smokes, they got the best audio out there. Text to image. We can go into data transformation. There are so many things here you can choose from. Use another tool. Let's see what the other tools are. Built with domain. Okay, I don't know that one. Mother duck. I've been called a mother duck before. All right, just so many different options here. You can dig in here, but this is all there is to it. We can go ahead and start adding in steps. But before we do that, let's quickly look at knowledge, and then we're going to wrap it up and start creating. All right, last but not least, we've got knowledge. Guys, this is pretty simple. Basically, you could teach the LLM about a topic. So it's like taking your LLM to school. Click on Add Data. You got 3 options. You can upload a file. You can link to a website or import from a third party. But basically, you're providing information to the LLM. And I'll give you an example. Let's say we're creating personalized emails for our company. They're marketing emails. Well, upload the FAQ, your company FAQ, and that information is extremely relevant, and that can be used by the LLM to create better output. So you'll get better, more personalized emails according to your company policies, etc. It's just one of many ways, but it's awesome. Okay, there's the examples. Now let's dig in and let's start pushing some buttons. All right, so there we go. There was a little look at some of the back-end stuff, some of the knowledge, the inputs, etc. Now, that might have taken a little longer than you may have wanted or expected, but I did that on purpose. And the reason why is because there are a lot of companies these days that are saying they create AI agents or they work with AI agents, but you have no idea what those agents do or how they do it or what data they use, etc., etc. Relevance AI is not like that. They are highly documented. They've got tutorials. They've got auditable trails so you can see exactly what's going on and how they're doing it. This is a real AI agent company. So there you go. That's just my 2 cents there. I'm not selling it. I'm just telling you how I see it. So there you go. Now, let's start cooking. The first way I like to do things is go to templates. This is the easiest way. You'll see here there's a ton of templates. I mean, look at them all here. Calendar bookings, Slack summarizer, prospecting, FAQ writers. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's so many different things here. Flip through them. I'm going to start off with a simple one under popular here. I'm going to go ahead and scrape and summarize a website. I'm going to click on use, although if you have a specific use case, you can click on modify, but in this case, it's pretty basic. So I just clicked on use, and then look at this here, scrape and summarize website. And I mean, literally, you just have to input 2 lines. It's piece of cake. I'm going to go to my personal website called Kingy AI. And there you go. This got lots of AI stuff on here, all the latest updates and AI news, tools, etc. I highly recommend checking it out, but I'm not a sales guy. Go there or don't go there, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and paste in the URL. There we go. There's the URL and then the objective of the scraping. This is it, guys. It's pretty simple. Summarize the let's see if I can type AI content on the website. It doesn't know it's my website, so whatever. Just summarize the AI content. That's it. On the right side here, it gives you a description, and if you want a different prompt for the agents, go ahead and do that, but we don't need that. Let's just click on Run Tool, and then watch what happens here. You'll see here it's set at 0%. It's going to go ahead. Oh, wow, it's already doing it. So we're at 50% already, so it's just going through my website, and while it does that, here's my website, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff. So these are all new tools. How to face swap, search LLM. It's got chat LLM, Marika, AI music generator, all of these things, Udio, all that good stuff for music generation, etc. All right, now it's already done, so I didn't even have to click off here. And here it is. Here's the output. I'll just click on copy, so I have a copy of it. Kingy AI is a comprehensive platform dedicated to showcasing the latest advancements and tools in artificial intelligence. That is exactly what my website's about, and I know it is because I made the website. And yeah, it's authors by Curtis Pike. Hey, that's me. I love it, guys. This is fantastic, and it's kind of flattering. So there it is. It's all about the website, and then it talks about some of the highlights, video generation. There's a huge number of topics or articles on AI video generation, AI music creation, Marika, Udio's covered, absolutely. Chat LLM for the AI language models, OpenAI's O1 and O1 mini models are discussed. Guys, this is a fantastic summary, and as you can see here, we did it in seconds. It was literally 2 lines and then hit run. How good is this? This is one example. Let's take a look at a few more though while I got you, because I'm having a lot of fun here. Let's keep going. All right, the next thing I want to show you is the AI agent side of things. Take a look here on the left side. You'll see under workforce, I'm going to click on agents. AI agents are basically teammates that can be put on autopilot to complete tasks. They're pretty wild. So here we go. We've clicked on agents, and now we've got two options. We can create our own new agent, or we can view their templates. When I click on view templates, they've got a lot of agents already built that you can either use as is, or you can go ahead and modify them. So just flipping through here, look at all of these agents already. And if I click on load more, you guessed it, there's even more, lots more, holy smokes. Anyways, let's go back here. I'm going to click on the back button here. Let's create our own agent. I'm going to click on create agent. And then the first thing you want to do is you want to give it a name. So I'm going to call this one Kingston because that's the name of my dog. And that's how I'm going to name my agent. You can also change the avatar. I've got the default avatar, but if you want someone in a red shirt, let's say like that, sure, why not? And then the agent description, Kingston, the FAQ writer. Okay, we're just kind of coming up with something here. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm and continue. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and configure our agent. It's pretty easy to do. I'm just going to go ahead, if you ever get stuck and you can't find your agent, just click on agent and then just click on the name of the agent like I've done there. Up at the top right, there is a configure agent button just in case you get lost. And then now let's go ahead and add in some core instructions. Now, before I do that, actually, let me quickly show you here. There are triggers down here. These are integrations. So if you work with any of these platforms, or if you have an open API that you want to use, go ahead and click on that, like Outlook, Gmail, HubSpot's a really popular one, etc. So they are there and they are ready to go as is. Anyway, let's go into core instructions, and now it says describe how your agent should work. And I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste in what I want my agent to do. These are the agent instructions. Real quickly here, Kingston is an AI agent designed to provide instant answers to frequently asked questions. So we're basically creating an FAQ AI agent, and of course you can create any type of agent, but this is just one example. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on Save Changes. Once I've done that, now Kingston agent has been updated, and we can go ahead and make a few more changes. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we've gone ahead and added in some core instructions, as you'll see here. Now we're going to click on Flow Builder. This is purely optional, but this is basically if this, then that. That is what this does. If you want to add in steps for your agent, you can click on first step, and then it can be instruction. The first step should be instructions, and the second step could be conditional. So think about it. If this happens, then this happens. It's basically advanced triggers. Let's go a little further here, though, and let's go into abilities. Now, there's a variety of abilities here. Enabling task labels is basically so that you can just label your tasks, add tags in them so that it's easy to search and easy to sort through. We won't go too far down that rabbit hole, but it's available. Also, if you want this to have escalations, for example, if your agent encounters something that it doesn't know how to handle, and this is pretty common, especially in more advanced agents, you can have an escalate to email option. Just add in an email or Slack channel, but I like to use email, and then I'll just be like, okay, Curtis at kingy.ai, and then I would go ahead and collect and save those changes. I'm not going to connect this to Slack because I don't use Slack at the moment. So there you go. We've gone ahead and done that. There's a few more things I'm going to show you, and then we'll wrap up AI agents. All right, while we're still on the topic of agents, let's look at an example agent. Why not? Let's just take a little bit of a look here. So I click on workforce and then click on agents, and then underneath it, you're going to see Kingston FAQ. So let's go ahead and look at this one here. So here it is, Kingston FAQ. If I click on the three dots or the ellipses, let's go ahead and click on configure. When you do that, you'll see agent name, you'll see the agent description. So real quickly here, this FAQ follow-up agent answers a question. All right, it checks to see if there is already an answer to the question in the frequently asked questions table. If not, it escalates it to ask for the answer. So this is basically telling you exactly what the agent does. And then it will update the FAQ table with the new Q&A pair. So if you get the answer, great. If you don't get the answer and it escalates it, well, then it'll add it to the table or the FAQ table. So pretty cool stuff. If we go a little further, let's click on core instructions. You can dig in a little here. Let's zoom in a bit. Here are the exact instructions. And this is basically like if this, then that. Here's exactly what the agent does. When you receive an email, being the agent, do the following. 1, receive question. 2, retrieve the answers to those questions from knowledge using check knowledge for answer to question. So there you go. The next thing is if an answer to that question doesn't exist, escalate and ask for an answer. So that will escalate to a person. Once you get an answer back, add new FAQ to knowledge. Pretty cool stuff, guys. This is exactly what agents are meant to do. If an answer to that question does exist, carry on with the flow. That makes sense. Why bother escalating if you know the answer? And then 3, replies with the answer. So there we go. There's just a quick look here. And if we go down a little further under, let's go to tools, you'll see here that there's some tools added in here. Add new FAQ to knowledge and check knowledge for answer to questions. So there we go. These have been uploaded already. So that's where it's going to get the information from. Let's go back. Let's go to use agent. Let's click on a new one here. So we're starting from scratch. And then here we go. It says, ask this agent about the wonderful city of Kingston, Jamaica. Well, you know what? I don't want to get too original here. So let's just go ahead and use that prompt exactly as is. Let's hit enter. Oops, let's hit the go button there. Sending your task. Okay, exploring Kingston, Jamaica. Triggered by Curtis Pike. 1 step performed in the background. Let's go ahead and see what it's doing. Using check knowledge for answer to question. Okay, we got some agent action going on here. Kingston FAQ has escalated a task to you. The customer asked what is special about Kingston, Jamaica, but there is no existing answer in the knowledge base. Okay, no big deal. Now here, I can type in some instructions. So I could be like, respond with Jamaica, is a beautiful city. Oh, yeah, no, Kingston is a beautiful city in Jamaica, whatever, something like that. Come on, Curtis, get it together. Reply to agent. Okay, so this is how agents work. You can see where this is going here. Kingston FAQ is working, and it's now provided an update. And if I read it to you, yes, Kingston is indeed a beautiful city in Jamaica. It is the capital and largest city of Jamaica, known for its vibrant culture, etc., etc. This is fantastic. This is how you work with agents inside Relevance AI. All right, let's get going to the next bit. All right, the last thing I'm going to really quickly show you here is the tools section, adding in your own tools or adding in one of their templates. Very easy to get to. If you don't see this screen, just up at the top right again, click on Configure Agent, and then go to Tools. You can add your own tool. Click on that button here, and you'll see here that I've already added in 2 tools, Google Search and a Scrape and Summarize website. But I also like to click on All Templates. And the reason why I'm doing that is because you can take a look at all of these tools you can add to your AI agent. And there are a lot of them, as you can see here. In fact, we're just still on the E's. So it goes a long way down. I'll click on Popular, and these are the most popular ones. And the one I want to do here is Knowledge Retrieval. So this is a good one, very, very commonly used. I would just click on the Add button, and then that's it. It says it's added the tool. If you click on it here, you'll notice a couple more options. You get an approval mode. Now this is a little bit fancier than maybe this tutorial. There's an advanced tutorial coming out. But we get the approval mode, so if you want to auto run it, so it runs automatically, if you want it so that it needs or requires an approval, or you can let the agent decide. Also, you can set limits here on the number of approvals required before it auto runs, and you can even type in a prompt for how to use it. So I can, what's this one say? Use this to retrieve the latest data and knowledge of the company. Okay, use this to retrieve. That sounds good to me. So I would just type that in just like that. Once you've got what you want here, you can go ahead and click on save. I'm not going to save this because I made a mess of it. But there you go. The last thing here also is sub-agents. This is basically making an AI team. So you're basically making a team of AI agents. And again, this is a very advanced tutorial that's coming out. I believe the crew over at Relevance AI have a tutorial coming out about this specifically. So I'm going to leave that alone here. But the tools are here. The agents are here. There is a ton of things you can do here. I recommend you try it out, experiment with it, see what works, what doesn't work for you. And then, of course, yeah, let me know in the comments if you had any success with it. So there we go. All right. And while I still got you, let's do one more here. I'm going to go ahead and click on Create Tool under Tools. And then in the left side here, we've got, again, all of these different options. And, of course, I recommend that you take a look through all of them here. There's a lot of good ones, text to image, text to speech, translations, all of that good stuff. But I'm going to go down a little further here, and I'm going to show you something that I always find kind of annoying. Converting PDFs to text. This is one that I always find myself wanting to do, especially with Adobe Acrobat and all that nonsense you got to go through to edit PDF. So I'll just click on that one here. And then look at that. Here we go. We've got our first step here. It says drag and drop your files. So I'm just going to go into my Finder, and then I'm going to go to my desktop. And then here we go. I've got something called YouTube Basic Creator Guidelines. So here's some guidelines that I cooked up. And then there you go. I just drag and dropped it in there. It's done. Now you'll see here's the variable PDF_2_text. And then I'm just going to go ahead and run the step and watch what happens here. It queues it up. It starts to cook. And here we go. Let's view it. There we go. We've gone ahead and we've got the text. If I want to copy this, I can click copy right there. If I go down a little further, you'll see here that here is the tool output. So I can go ahead and click on view all, and I can click on copy here. Depending on what you're looking for, it's all there. It's not formatted 100% correctly, but the actual PDF was not formatted properly. So that's not on Relevance AI. That's on me. But that's okay, guys. So there's just another example of what you can do. And these are some of the basic ones. There are so many things in here that you can cook with. You can fix and change and adjust and add in your own variables. It's absolutely almost infinite what you can do here. So there you go. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.